Alright guys, we're going to be on Tundra for this one in the T100LT, and this is an all-10 game. I'm going to be showing you why you need to stay alive on Tundra, and if players on your team are going to tell you to try and be more aggressive, just don't do that on Tundra, because I'm telling you, this is the best example I'm going to show you as to why you need to conserve your HP and stay alive as a light, especially on this map, because this map is so condensed that what you're going to find is you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble if you are aggressive on this map. You can do it successfully, but it's very easy for other enemies to flank you, even heavies. Like tanks that don't have a lot of mobility can easily flank you. Bad shot by me. And you need to be cautious of that because, again, this map is so condensed. It's so small, and there's no open areas of the map, really, right? You see, like, how the middle of the map is just, like, one lane, right, so to speak. Like, it's the way the map is designed, and you could be here fighting someone here, and then all of a sudden someone comes around this corner, and like someone comes, like, I don't know, off this like ledge here or something. It's just it's amazing, man, like how easy it is for people to outplay you on this map if you're in a vehicle with no armor. So I highly suggest you guys just play things safe until you know where everybody is and you have a good understanding of like what's going on the map. And then I missed this shot as well, man. Just the thing with the T100LT, man, is it's so trollish with the gun that you have to aim your shots. Like, it can snapshot well when it's medium to like short to medium distance, but if you try and take these like kind of long range shots when people are on the move, especially, you got to aim the shots like really well, man. It's just because of the gun depression, and like, I don't know, man, this gun is just weird. It acts up all the time, and it's really not made to like snipe. It's more like a medium range kind of snapshot gun. It feels good when you hit people, but I don't know, man. It's just like it's so trollish, man. It really is, man. Like, it's surprisingly good at snapshots, but fully aimed shots just have a tendency to miss for whatever reason, and it's just the weirdest thing, man. But these guys are, I believe, going to take the hill. I'm trying to remember this game, but at the end of this one, we're going to be moving around the map a lot. And this is why I tell you guys, conserve your HP, play it safe. You can see how safe I'm being here, right? I'm just trying to find easy shots. And then the E100 and Badger are over here. I noticed that, and like my heavies aren't even really doing much. So I might go over there later. Like, I'm just reading the map. I'm looking to see what I can do safely and easily, right? Because you want to do damage as a light tank. Yes, I can certainly be more aggressive in this situation, but I don't want to lose any of my HP, right? Because if the game's close, I'm going to need to use it, and especially at tier 10, man, this is an all 10 game. Like, 2 shots from a hard-hitting tank destroyer and you're dead. We only have 1540 HP, right? So this is just something you have to do, man. You have to conserve your HP. It's 4-0. We're down 6500 HP. Like, you wouldn't believe how we brought this game back, you know? I mean, I'm telling you, like, we brought this game back, and you can see E100 is pushing in now. I'm still sitting here, we're spotting the Monkey King, and I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I can get, again, easy shots. We put one into the T100LT, and now I think I'm going to start moving to the west. The problem for me is that it's really hard to pen, like, E100, Badger, Jagdpanzer. So what I start to do is go to the back, and sometimes people will hate on you for this. There was a game I played, it was very similar to this one, where there was a Jagdpanzer E100 sitting in the back of the map the whole game, and I was back there with him at around this time, like a few minutes into the game, getting shots, and he's like screaming at me because a EBR 105 ran in and I didn't counter the EBR 105. Like, dude, you don't counter EBR 105s that go 90 kilometers an hour on a map that's this small. Like, the dude can be at our base in 10 seconds if he wanted to, right? You can't just counter that. Like, I don't have a magic counter button where I can do 1,000 damage to an EBR 105, right? So we're going to come around this corner, start doing damage on these heavies, trying not to get hit by the Jagdpanzer E100, but it's really tough to pen these things, man. You see, I'm going to try and go for a lower plate shot there because I do have it. Now he's going to push into the Type 5. The good thing about the Type 5 being where he was, unfortunately he gets racked, is that I'm actually able to get a lot of shots into the Yag as these people are pushing in, and also to the AMX. So we did 1138 damage to the AMX. We put a shot into the Jagdpanzer E100. We did like 15, almost 1500 damage over here into people pushing in from the west side. And now we need to readjust. I'm going to quickly try and take another angle on these guys because I can do that. Unfortunately, the Monkey King appears here though, so I need to kind of switch up my strategy. I was going to try and pull through like the base here and then come around, right? Because you can do that. You can, with the T100 LT, it has such good torque and top speed. That's what I really like about the T100 LT, is that you can easily do something like this if the Monkey King wasn't there, just watching out for like anyone else, like Gorilla, or if Gorilla comes up like here. But you could do something like this real quick, get to here, and then take shots backwards like that. Unfortunately, we just missed it. I think I probably could have gotten one shot into the Snake Arty guy. I think this is the AMX, right? And then the Yag. But as these guys are pushing back up, you can do it that fast, man. They think I'm still here, or they think I'm like running like this, and I'm all the way over here and I can get a quick shot to them, right? That's how you can use the mobility of this vehicle. So Monkey King's pressing me here. I'm making sure this guy doesn't ram me. Gonna hit him here. Gonna try and sling around him. And yeah, man, like this situation is not ideal, but I need to try and fight this guy off. Unfortunately, we kind of low roll that 297. If it was a perfect roll, we would have been fine, but yeah, he ends up YOLOing me, and that situation actually went pretty, like, all things considered, that fight against the Monkey King went pretty well. I only lost half of my HP, and now Gorilla is here, and I'm seeing that he's looking the other way, so I'm going to quick snapshot this guy, and Batchat appears as well. I spot him, so now we know where the Arta is. And it's just a matter of trying to, again, stay away from E100 and AMX, but conserve my HP, right? So Gorilla is still there. I don't know if my Arty hit him or whatever happened there. It sounded like it, but we need to run away and reassess. I'm going to put some distance between me and these big guys over here and try and go after the 103 with the Concept, because I saw the Concept was pushing into the hill. So I'm going to go after the 103 first. I'm going to hope that the Gorilla has not come this way yet. I'm risking getting shot by the Gorilla by making this play, by the way, so I just want to note that. But I wanted to get here as quick as possible, and again, this is something that's really, really beneficial about the T100 LT. We're able to track this guy. I didn't even do this intentionally, but now I do it intentionally. I track him here. And again, the mobility of the T100 LT. We were able to avoid a shot from the Gorilla 15, right? If this guy was a really good player, he might have known that I was going this way, but I was able to get through that area so fast, that risky area where the Gorilla could have gotten a shot into me. So use the mobility of this vehicle. Put your gun where it's needed. Right, that's what everyone says. Use mobility to put your gun where it's needed, and fight to keep it there, I think is a phrase someone says. I don't know who said it, but it's apparently a very popular phrase. So you want to do that, and then use, like, on Tundra, again, it's such a condensed map. I just explained to you guys that an EBR can be on our base in 10 seconds if he wanted to. You can almost do the same thing with the T100 LT. So continue to move, right? Move around and use the mobility and fool enemies. Concept is going to go after the Gorilla here. I'm pinging to make so that the people know that the T92 HMC was there, and now we have a shot at the AMX. I'm going to take that. Again, snapshots are weird. They somehow go in. Like, I didn't aim this one that well. I'm just like, oh, boom, I shoot him, and it's like, you need a snapshot with this vehicle, man, I'm telling you. Like, that's just the way it works. It's so good at snapshotting. It's why I love playing this vehicle, because the gun actually will behave when you don't want the gun to behave and you try and snapshot with it. Like, you don't really necessarily need it to behave, it behaves. And then when you take fully aimed shots from a little bit of a distance, they just miss, like, entirely. It doesn't make any sense, man. But it is the way this vehicle works, man. And if you go on Skill for LTU's index, you will see he says those exact words. Really good at snapshotting, but tends to miss fully aimed shots for whatever reason. We're going to go after the Batchat here. I would assume that he's probably in that corner in A1, but he started running away, which is actually better for him. I think he made the right play there. But now we have to go after Arty, and we brought this game back, guys. You know, we got the AMX caught out there. We were able to clean him up, and other people cleaned up the Yag. I didn't really see what happened there. I wasn't paying attention to it. You guys can go back and see what happened. And by the way, I didn't note my equipment. We are running this thing with bounty vents, bounty rammer, and the aiming, improved aiming, and then we have the rammer directive, right? So bounty vents, bounty rammer, improved aiming, rammer directive. Okay, so you guys know the equipment, and we'll probably see that in the emplates as well. You guys, I always tell you guys, I put this now in the description because everyone's always asking me for equipment, and I say if I don't go over it in the game, just go to the emplates if that's all you want to see. It's fine. This guy's going to end up cleaning up the Artie. I get one shot to him, and that's the game, guys. But did you see what we did here? We had to move all around the map. We had to reassess multiple different situations, and we were able to fight off the Monkey King. I think we did well there to avoid a ram, and we ended with 376 HP left. But yeah, man, like even the fight with the Monkey King, this guy took away, I think, a little bit more than half of my HP, and this is why I'm telling you guys, you don't want to get into these fights. I went to find a different angle on people pushing in, and the Monkey King just appeared out of nowhere. Luckily, someone else got like a shot into him and stuff. If we had to fight the Monkey King completely, like, we would lose that fight, right? That's just, you're going to lose fights in light tanks when you're basically head to head with someone. As long as they can move their turret around fast enough to keep up with their own DPM, you're going to lose that fight every time, man. Like almost every time. The T100 LT, again, is very fast, has actually good, very good DPM for a light, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, you're not going to win those fights, man. You have no armor. It's very easy for these people to just turn their turrets and their whole tank to turn their turret as well to help the speed of the turret if you turn the hull as well, and you're just not going to win these fights, man. I'm telling you, like, you can be a really good player. I cannot win these types of encounters. So there you go. Tundra. We used a lot of ammo as well, and I have nothing else to say about this game, guys. I hope you were able to see everything that I did, but there's just a lot of moving around, and this is why you need to conserve your HP, because you're such a fast tank and you actually have a good gun as well. And flanking is going to be the name of the game once numbers start to dwindle on a map like Tundra. So let's get into the emplates. I will let you guys go. This is only a second class game. We did 4155 damage though, 1036 assistance. And what I find is in the T100 LT, and probably any tier 10 light tank for that matter, Wargaming does not cater at all to lights, especially when it comes to WTR rating. Because oftentimes on maps like Tundra and these city maps, you can do like 2,000 something damage and your WTR is only going to be like 3,000. Like, I don't understand what Wargaming expects you to do on these maps, but WTR is not calculated like on a map level. It never is. It's strictly based on the amount of damage you do. I think the amount of assistance you do, and then like spots and certain things, it changes a little bit for each tank type, but you can't do any spotting really on Tundra. So that's like, you have to do like track assist, I guess, but Wargaming expects you to have like so much spotting damage in light tanks at tier 10 that if you get on maps that don't require spotting, you need to do like absolute insane amounts of damage to keep your WTR up. That's what I've noticed. So even 4,100 damage was probably only like a 5k WTR, and we had 2 kills, and I guess the kills help it as well. But yeah, man, it's wild. Like, you have to do track assist or something. I think we got a little bit of that with the STRV, but that's what I would encourage you guys to do. Like, try and get track assist wherever you can on these city type of maps, because Tundra isn't really a city, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the condensed maps, right? Because there's no spotting to do. Like, there's no spotting, man. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to spot? You know, you get a little bit maybe, but it's just, Tundra is not made. It's a brawling. It's strictly a brawling map. So anyway, 4155 damage, guys. We are holding right now a 53% win rate with 1700 damage. This has gone way up, actually. Because, again, when I first played the T100 LT, it was years ago, and I've become such a... I wouldn't say a much better player, but I've become a better player, and I focus more on damage now, like, as I've grown as a light tank player. So what I'm noticing is I'm playing tanks that I haven't played in a while, and the damage is just going like, it's like skyrocketing, man, right? And that's what is happening here, because we're over like 1750 damage now, and I have like well over 200 battles in this vehicle. So interesting, but it is the case. I focus more on damage, so I'm not surprised. we're top here. Concept had a good game as well. Ho Ri and all these guys up top here. Type 5 fought as good as he could. He did 4,500 damage. That's very good. And yeah, we had 2 kills. Concept 5 had 4 kills. And their team overall played pretty well. We just caught these guys at the end, man. You know, we used mobility, me and the Concept working together on the STRV as well. And that's what you need to do, man. He conserved his HP very well. We were able to use it at the end where it was needed. And that's all. We made 68k from this one because of a mission, and also actually didn't have any boosters on or anything like that. So some of this could just be from the standard 50% from the holiday ops, right? And that's it. 20 shots fired, 16 hits, 16 pens. That never happens for me in the T100 LT. So maybe that's why we won. RNG. All right, I will catch you guys for the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Bye-bye now.